Testing. Alright, cool. I think it sounds good. Hello. Hey everyone, let me know if the stream is loading fine for y'all. I think last time there was some issues. I hope I fixed them this time. Alright. Alright, we're going to be playing some Assassin today. Sure, let's see if a competitive one shows up in a bit. If not, I'll just join one of these non-competitive ones. Looks and sounds good. Thanks, guys. Thanks for letting me know. Alright. Got one. Okay, we're against Fi. Alright, Fi... I don't know, Assassin has felt quite... like it's missing something. Like, you know, it kind of wants to play, like, mid-rangey. So similar to Iceland in that sense, but it doesn't feel like it has quite enough disruption to actually do that game plan, so... That's been my initial impressions, but let's try. Alright, ready. Hey underscore, nice to see you. Excited to see a competitive player playing Arachne. Oh my god, I'm flattered you think I'm a competitive player. Alright, let's see. Do I think I can fatigue Fi? Maybe. So I think what I found is that what's that card? Eradicate is really, really necessary. Like, you need to get a big Eradicate off. At least at some point in the game to, like, have a chance at, like, fatiguing an aggro deck. So... we'll see if we can pull that off. My pumps in this deck are 3 Razor Reflexes and 3 red Cut to the Chases. And I have 2 yellow Shreds. So let's see if those will be enough. So... Alright, so... Let's see, let's just start blocking with this. I'll keep the... I think the last card I want to block with is the E-Strike. Because since I'm going second, I might have a big enough hand to actually take advantage of it. Cool. Okay, pitching a red for 5. Okay, and then they're ending the turn. Okay, sweet. Wait, what? Okay, they just like undid a bunch of okay, and then they're playing this flame. Okay, cool. Sure. Okay, I don't like that I blocked with one of my razors and one of my cut to the chases, to be honest. Maybe I keep the razor to try and go wide. Yes, Sergey, I know your underscore. Hey Levi, hey Shamir, nice to see you in chat. Been enjoying your Arachne build? We want to see some fresh ideas? Yeah. So, E-Strike or Razor? This is interesting. I'm kind of inclined to keep the Razor, actually. Are they gonna attack? No, you know what? They might attack me with the last thing, and I'll just have the 3 block. I don't think they should, but I've definitely seen Fi's like end turn 0 without an arsenal. Okay, ooh, actually this is a decent hand. I like that I can just CNC my opponent here. So we can go again into CNC, and this is kind of what I brought Goliath Gauntlet for, is to just make CNC kind of impossible to block. So, yeah, we go Goliath, E-Strike, sure. Again. Oh, you confused Meza on his stream? Yeah, I mean, I know your name from the Artifact days, right? So, not surprised that Meza wasn't too familiar. Alright, so we should be getting the Arsenal from them. Oh, their whole hand, which is also something I will take. So they're really trying to keep the Arsenal. Okay, drawing 2 Razors is definitely not fun. So, what I want to do, I think the play here is Dagger, Plunder, Razor, Arsenal, the other Razor. Yeah. This is also one of the problems, like, with this deck, similar to, like, Guardians and Icelanders, where it's like, sometimes you get all the tempo, but your deck is really designed to block a little, so when you get all the tempo, you're like, ugh, I can't really do much with, like, big hands all the time. Do I want to sink this? So I kind of want to prioritize, like, banishing my opponent's, like, powerful cards, like reds, maybe some Arvor, so I think I will bottom the blue. Yeah. Artifact, holy moly, yes, that's actually how my content creation started, actually. I was streaming Artifact 2.0. Yeah, we'll just raise this. Cool, what do we banish? We banish another blue. Okay, not what we wanted to banish, but alright. Okay, Gardener, CNC. Okay, Out of War. Rough. Hey, Dagon. Wait. Alexander Vor used to play Artifact? That is amazing. Okay, they pitched a red for the Art of War, though. And then they pitched another red for this battle, but they find a blue. Okay, so then they have Flame Call Awakening as well. Okay, this is gonna be a giant turn. So they're gonna do Belittle, Flame Call, get a Flame, be able to activate Fire as well. They probably can't swing the sword, but that isn't too big a deal. So there's a good chance they actually don't Arsenal here. So let's just... Alright, question is, do we want to start using armor pieces? So we know we're gonna get Flame Calls will come in for 4 as well. Oh, and they're running Mask of Momentum, not Lynx. I am dead. Yeah, I think so too, Rose. Oh, Alexander Vor was a long hauler? Alright. Rip to us long haulers. Okay. So... Yeah, I don't want to make my opponent wait for too long. Flame Call, Flame. So I probably don't block the first one because of the momentum. This is weird that we have this much of a life lead against the Fire. Not used to that. Okay, so... Flame... Okay, no, they could swing the sword. Yeah, you know, actually, the nice thing about Assassin is that, you know, if they flame, like, on the third link to make it awkward for their mask, I actually just have armor to block it. So... The thing is, I also still want to just block stuff, because my hand isn't great. So... Alright, I think I keep the Surgical here, because I don't think they're gonna Arsenal. So, let's first block with the CNC. It's gonna be Flame Call, Blade, Flame, another 5 Flame. Oh, wait, the Flames will be coming in for 2. Wait. We do need... Okay, so... Okay, we'll let this one hit. Yeah, I basically only played Foundry. I found the monetization of OG Artifact was kinda... Like, I really didn't like that. So... Alright, Blade, I guess they might use that last card. If they do... So, I mean, they might Arsenal their last card. If they don't, I was blocked with the CNC, I come in with the Surgical. If they do, I can go Dagger, CNC. So, alright, we can block with this. Put ourselves a Furnace with a blue? Yeah, actually, that's a very good call. This one's 3 because of Shuko, sure. Alright, do I... Right, I think I can just take this, and if they send that, I block... Yeah, I block with the CNC. If they don't... Yeah, okay, no, we talked about this. Wait, this turn wasn't even good? I think it was pretty good. Alright, these armor pieces were great for... Okay, yeah, Saliva Burst. Okay, cool. So then we can block with the CNC, just come in with Surgical. Wait. I wish I could see... I've already forgotten... whether this is the... Is this gonna be a third chain link? There was no hit, and then they went Flame for 3. Okay, no, this should not be the third thing that hits, right? This... Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this isn't, so then we can surgical them. Cool, and we have Tunic up, so we can dagger surgical, which is nice. Yeah, that didn't... Yeah, I mean, I feel like... Wait, does this... Yeah, it banishes the top and the bottom. Like, the blue is nice that we'll get the silver, but I kind of want to I feel like I want to prioritize banishing reds. This is tough. The silver helps me block mass triggers and stuff. Actually, you know what? Yeah, you know what? Let's keep this there. Let's keep the snatch. I mean, there's a good chance it doesn't even hit, actually. Okay, that's it. Sweet. I guess we could pop the mask here. Okay. So I think we take the starter. They're like 0 cost. They have no blue, so what are they gonna do? Like, they either just snatch, or they like spreading flames into snatch. Both of which aren't like very good. I think I was supposed to pop the mask here, so I could actually, like, so I could buy it back. That was a bit of a mistake. Yeah, because if I don't take away the Rising, what they could do is Rising into Snatch. Like, if I, like, take away, like, Ancestral stuff. I could take away Snatch, and then they do Rising. Nah, you know what? Yeah, we take away this, the 0 cost starter. Yeah, I should have broken Mask there, Rose, you're right. Okay, so we got an Eradicate, but we have 3 blues. But we do have the Razor here to, like, pump it up. Oh, and they're just ending. What? Was that a mistake? Okay. Sure. Cool, so then now we can Eradicate with the mask, which would be pretty sick. And we actually have a play for after we give it go again from Razor with a Payday. And I actually do like Payday in this sort of matchups, because like, you buy back equipment again and again, and that really helps with like just stopping breakpoints. So... yeah, I'd rather like Payday after the Eradicate rather than like a Rob the Rich, for example. So let's go Dagger. Cool. And then, wait, we can Dagger again into Eradicate, Razor, Payday, right? My math isn't off here? Yes, we can. Of course, daggering like back to back is not always amazing, because if they block with an attack here, it like absorbs the effect right here. I would like to banish that. Especially since we know they have a Snatch. Okay, so let's go Razor. Let's pop the mask. We actually banishing the top 8 cards with a... oh, that is amazing. Oh, wow. Okay. So I have 31 cards left in deck, and then now we can go Payday, get another 4 silver. Yeah, okay. So, let's see. Oh, so they also had 13, so this is... okay, but yeah, but they're doing a Spreading Flames. Let's see, what do we... E-Strike's the only offensive card here. But... like... I don't think I'm going to be able to keep 2 cards. I mean, I could. In any case, this blue shred isn't doing anything, right? So yeah, let's block with this first. Wait. Mask of Momentum messes the thing up. I think, yeah, no, I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to wait. I don't block yet. I'm always assuming my opponents are running links. Okay, Ember Blade, and then, well, the next one... so they only have 2 links, so if they want to send a flame after this to make it awkward for me to block the mask hit, they would need to, like, pitch extra for it. So I'm gonna guess that the next thing is not a flame unless they drew one, I suppose. Why didn't I use boots to buy them back next turn? Because I forgot about it. That's a good shot. I should have just for the extra block. They could have a flame in hand, but they send a flame. I'm happy about it anyway. So actually, yeah, no. Yeah, no. I'm gonna block the third hit. There we go. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So what? Accident. Blocking too many things. All right. Cool. So we can block the third hit here. Oh wait, we knew they had ancestral. This was a blunder by me. Yeah, we knew that. We saw it from the surgical. Do I fate this to stop the mask? One extra draw? It's kind of the same thing, actually. If I fate here to drop the draw, I stop the draw, I'm basically kind of stopping extra 3 damage. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. But that was a severe misplay. What am I doing with this? Yeah, we can leave that on top. Yeah, that was pretty bad. Like we knew the ancestral was in there. I should have remembered that from surgical. Alright, so now they're doing Phi. Flame Call. Okay. Flame Call Awakening, pitching the flame, getting another one. Cool. Alright, do we block this one? No, because, okay, the worst thing that can be is a Lava Burst, and I would just use 2 cards to block Lava Burst. But if they don't, this gives us a potential E-Strike for 7, so no need to block this one. Again, that is something we knew was there. I'm doing a really bad job of remembering, like, what my opponent has. I can... Yeah, I think we use Tunic here, and then I probably Arsenal Cut to the Chase over E-Strike. I know my top card is a 0 cost, so I kind of have a good, like, 2-card play. So, yeah, we can do this. Yeah, God, that was some serious, terrible blocking by me. Yes. Royal Briar, yes, one of my friends is trying that right now, and... seems to be having decent success with it. Like, I mean, Pot of Greed is obviously just insane, right? Cool, yeah, not blocking the first hit. We are leaking so much. We should have been much further ahead. The previous turn was really bad for us. Cool, so we can block a mask here. And this. Yeah. Cool, coming in with the blade. Royal Viscerai, now that would be spicy. So, we can block this and just Arsenal the Sink. Yeah. Okay, Lava Vein, I think I can let this one hit. And Arsenal Sink. Yeah, it's probably better. Sure. Alright. So you go Fleece. Yes. Wow. This is actually a block 3. Do I even need more silver at this point? But I'm also not fatiguing my opponent at this point, so it's kinda... yeah, sure. Alright. We will break the mask. And this time we will also break the boots. Just so we can buy them back for silver. And let's do this. Yes, I'll sink that. Wow. Those were 3 blocks that are... well, no. We banished 2 E-Strikes? Yeah, those were a lot of 3 blocks at the top of my opponent's deck. It is still Mountain Briar with Pot of Greed added in. Well, when I say Mountain Briar, I mean the Belittle Briar. Because I really do like the Belittle in Briar. So yeah, it is Mountain Briar with Pot of Greed. Your Dory killed Raj's Briar because he didn't have the 2 extra block. Yeah, Dory obviously messes with the when you touch your blocks. Oh, my opponent does have extra, like a lot of extra armor actually. So let's see. Our best hand would be Dagger, Annihilate, maybe with a Shred. Depending if our opponent lets us keep that many cards, unlikely, but this Annihilate isn't doing anything. Alright, Blaze, we can sync this. It's one of the few, like, four attack things. Oh, and they're pitching to Fi. That's quite nice. So they have a flame and something, so we can go ahead and sync this. Okay, pitching to Furnace. They're trying to do it. I see. Okay. Yeah, we'll let this one hit. Okay, that is a lava burst, unfortunately. So we have to give up the shred here. And go down to 2. We're gonna buy back our equipment. Yes, yes. We do this and annihilate the armed. Yeah, I'm guessing our opponent just gives us like all the equipment here. Yeah, it's not looking good. The turn where I messed up, the blocking is really coming to bite me back here. Yeah, we don't need payday. Yeah, this is too because of the spreading flame, so we can do this. Although we know we're gonna get they're gonna send another 2 attack at us in the flame, which is pretty annoying. So let's keep the 0 cost in our hand. Obviously, ideally, we get to Dagger Eradicate, but that's probably not happening. Okay, the Flame for 3. There's a block here, and this last card is a Blaze, and we do die. Yep, so those blocks, that game where I messed up the blocks, sorry, that turn where I messed up the blocks was very bad. It was the Ancestral, which we knew that they had, and also the Snatch afterwards. So, you know, really gotta... Like, especially since I knew what was in the hand, I really had to, like, pay attention to that. So, a mistake there. Because, yeah, we basically threw an extra card in front of that attack that was going to draw them, whereas we could have just not blocked. Maybe the Ancestral, maybe they don't, but I just sink it, and I stop the Mass Trigger. Instead of putting 2 cards in front of it when I only need to lose 1. So, mistake from us there, but I have to say, that didn't feel as terrible as I thought it would going in. I think our opponent letting us hit the Giant Eradicate was quite... Well, actually, it didn't end a Mad Ring because we didn't get to fatigue them. They were just leaking a lot of damage. It's more of a thing. Alright, let's see if something shows up here. If not, I'll just join something there. Or... The Eradicate gave me like 5 silver? Was it the Eradicate? I thought it was the payday. Oh, so you're counting the payday in the Eradicate? Yeah. I guess that makes sense since the Eradicate did banish a yellow. Oh, Icelander. Okay. Okay, this one's gonna be tough. Okay, so we do have AB3. Close game and a good showing. Aggro attacks tend to take lots of damage until the late game, then it's crappy. Yeah, that is true. But we do need to survive until late game. Oh, it is underscore. Hey, what's up? Cool. Blitz, Brainstorm, OTK, Kano. That's not all the potions, right? That's actually such a wild build. Have I thought about even bigger than that? I have. I don't like the no block. The no block can be such a liability with the game plan that I kind of want to do. Where I do want to be able to like block a lot of the time. Also, the go again, like even in the previous game, you know, I got like 1 or 2 razors off, but the go again like kind of never mattered. So it's I don't think even bigger than that is kind of super worth it. But a single reds in the match. Okay, so I do have 3 copies of Erase Face, which I do like, and yeah, we definitely don't bring any of the D-reacts. Let's see, what do we want here? I think I might cut CNC for the for Nixes. So let's see. Like CNC can actually hose Icelander sometimes. Like a lot of times I like to Arsenal the red. They also run decent amount of defense reactions, so CNC can be quite annoying for them. You don't run the potions and blitz. The format's too fast. Okay, interesting. So from what I understand, the brainstorm deck is you want to get action points to be able to like play your tomes, like Tome of Findals and Tomb of Aetherwind. So without the potions, how are you getting like enough action points to play those out? Or are you like not running that many tomes? Okay, let's not keep underscore waiting for too long. You know what? Okay, we're gonna keep 2 CNCs and 1 Nyx. I do want some CNCs. And yeah, sure. We have AB3. Cool. AB3 but 4 reds in hand is obviously not great. It's a very Dromai situation, you know? They have like 12 Ashwings on the board, but have like 4 reds in hand. Alright, let's see what else got us. Ooh, they are running 60... Okay, they brought in the entire sideboard. That's maybe something I should have done is... actually, no. Since I block most of the damage by pitching... Oh. Yeah, I seem to have left my dagger in the sideboard. Let's rematch this. Yeah, I don't know why this wasn't selected, but okay. Play Sift as an instant also gains a an action point. Yeah, true. Pick a card, any card. That's really cool. Master more important it's also than boots. You are probably right, actually. So I need Nullrune boots, which I don't have in the list right now, so... Yeah, but that's a very good point, actually. I put the Nullrune hood in here, assuming... I just sort of, like, autopiloted. I was like, oh yeah, the boots are super important. But you're right. I think these need to be swapped. I should have Nullrune boots instead of the Whisperers. Because, yeah, with all the taxing, we probably aren't going very wide. You started everything in this matchup and it felt okay. Interesting. Yeah, I guess that does make sense if they're running Bolander. Yeah, sure, I can bring in the other Nyx and the other CNC. Annihilates are fine. But I definitely don't want to bring in the D-Reacts, though. Sure, let's just try bringing these in and see what happens. The thing is, if they're not Bullander... No, actually, no, if they're not Bullander, I don't want to have too many reds. That's the... It affects the blue ratio, right? Actually, yeah, I think considering that, I'm going to go back to 60. Isn't Gorgon important, otherwise Icelander will Frost Hex? Yeah, you know, to be honest, I have not played this matchup enough to really know. But my instinct tells me that I do want to try and, like, banish the cards. And with me having AB3, it's actually very hard for them to leak, especially if they're in Bullander. So, because of that, I feel like the mask might be better, but we'll have to see. Yeah, I mean, Icelander's long-term game plan probably just beats Assassin, right? Like, even, like, just chills kind of sometimes, like, mess up you trying to play slow. Okay. Opponents just ending. We do like to see that. We have enough blues to, like, do a bunch of stuff. So this is gonna be Dagger, leave no witnesses. No pumps, though, which is a little sad. I will not pay one. You may have Dominate. Entering Waning Moon, and I think, yeah, I'm gonna pitch 3 entirely. Oh. mean, neither of these are amazing in Arsenal. I guess the 0 cost is a little better. So, yep. Energy potion. Yeah, let's bottom this. I kind of want to try and hit a red. Although it's unlikely this hitting. Yeah, okay, that's a G-react. Yeah, the arcane version is definitely better into someone who's trying to play a slow game into you. Vulnerable. Okay, so they are on physical. I'm honestly very tempted to just block out. And on my turn just pass, holding a blue. Just like, sort of, I kind of want to force my opponent to go into a Frost-Hex game plan. Oh, I guess, no, I don't even need to I can just play the 0 cost. Arsenal Payday. Although, Arsenal Payday might be a giant liability. So, actually, yeah, we just hold a Payday for pitching to AB. That's likely the most thing we're going to do. That's the most likely thing we're going to do. The thing about like trying to like fatigue someone, you have to sort of commit to like fatiguing them like from the beginning. Interesting, Polar Bus actually has base go again. But this is unlikely to hit, right? So yeah, so you kind of need to commit to like fatiguing like from the beginning. Oh wow, it actually hit, and we banished a red, so that's nice. Because if you start, you know, if you get greedy with like the hand I had there with a razor, and then later you kind of want to pivot to a fatigue, is just that's not going to work out for you. Arsling Payday, it could get stuck in there. Or I might just need to eventually use it without for 0 silver. Okay, so they are going into a Frost-Hex game plan. That is pretty bad for us. I mean, there's a chance we get the Payday off. Although, yeah, if I get the Payday off, I kind of would have much preferred to have the Mask here instead of Black Tech Whisperers. Unless, I guess them pivoting to this, does that mean I need to actually just try and switch to an aggro game plan, in which case I do want this? That could be the case. So yeah, we could slay, Razor, Payday, and then Arsenal E-Strike. And we don't dagger to potentially pay for any disruption. Yeah, alright. Okay, Channel Lake Frigid. This means we can't Payday. Right, we can still raise it costs us the full 3 and we can't Payday. Alright, so we might... In that case, maybe we don't raise it. Instead, we pop the boots. Which would cost us 2, and then we still have 1 float like E-Strike. The thing about CLF is that the turn they actually play it, it's actually hard for them to block. Because look at, like, my opponent only has 3 cards remaining. And they do need to keep... Oh, they don't have Coronet Peak. So my opponent actually needs to keep at least 2 cards to be able to keep the CLF on their turn. So I kind of want to be aggressive here. So here we're going to take the Waning Moon. Tunic. Oh yeah, we could have Tunic for Payday. But I actually think, given this, I actually kind of want to E-Strike this turn. I think I could have Tunic for Payday, but I think the extra potential 7 damage when my opponent needs to keep cards because they don't have Coronet Peak is better than me getting silver. And they are doing Waning Moon, and yeah, so we will take this one. Meredith Golding. Yes, let's bottom the blues. Hopefully hit a red. Okay. If opponent has a D react, we do get kind of blown out here, which is not great. Okay, cool. Yeah, they didn't. Yeah, like I said, I mean, they do need to keep a decent amount of cards. Like, if they also want to Arsenal, they need to keep all these 3 cards. So, I do like that. And we banish the Hypothermia. Cool. We bomb this, and we just go E-Strike for 7. And they kind of need to take this to keep the CLF. Oh, they give up an Arsenal. So, yeah, I like this. I kind of like that we... Well, like, once we see Icelander setting up Chills and Frost X's, we kind of do need to pivot to a faster game plan. Okay, yeah, there we go. Cool. So this is the Icelander saying, Mom said it's my turn to have the tempo. So yeah, we will discard here. Not having any blue here is kind of unfortunate. We also can't play anything on our turn because of CLF. So, okay, we definitely just discard the Razor to that. And then this thing... Well, what did they reveal? They revealed Amulet of Ice. Okay. So... Alright, I think the way I prevent the most damage here is just block 3 here. And then on their turn, sorry, on my turn, they kind of add most dealers 3, because that's Amulet of Ice. So they can Amulet Moon, and that's at most 3. Although there's a good chance that they want to keep CLF a second turn, so they might just hold cards and not Moon me on my turn. So... Yeah, and there's no way... I mean, unless I take damage now, there's no way I keep... Let's see. Okay, so we could take 5 and just discard a red, and still be able to come in with something. Like, come in with a Plunder, float 1. In that case, we're taking 5 plus 2, we're taking 7 total. If we block 3 here, we take 5 total. I think I'm inclined to block more and put them on the problem of, wait, I have 5 cards and all the tempo, but nothing to do with. Especially with how diluted the deck is. I'm gonna go for that line. So we're gonna pitch 3. We're gonna pitch like this. And this is a little trick if you have a bunch of AB. You just pitch your reds first, so that when the Ice Fan like hit effect happens, you have no cards in hand, you don't need to discard anything. Cool, yeah, so our turns just pass. And let's see... Let's see if they opt to just keep cards to keep channel around a second time. Alright, they're doing this. They might Moon us here. They don't. Okay, so yeah, so they're opting to keep channel. What? There's a spammer in the chat? Okay, look at that. That's a blue Ice Vein. Okay, and they are gonna... Oh, they revealed CLF. That's very interesting that they revealed CLF. Because I would think CLF is some... Like, okay, either CLF is the only ice card they have, or is not the card they are arsenaling. Because if they have another ice card and they want Arsenal CLF, they wouldn't show me CLF. How do I delete... I need to figure out to delete a message in chat. But, okay, for now, let's deal with this. We will discard. Let's discard the E-Strike. They are keeping channel around, so there's no way I'm casting E-Strike. We can AB3 the Ice Vein. And then they're gonna Moon. Okay, so they're pitching CLF. Okay. There's a good chance this isn't an ice card. There's a good chance it's actually just like a red or something. Okay, so we can pitch to Moon, or we could sack the Shifty on our turn, float 1. I kind of prefer that line rather than blocking 2, or else send 4 and block 1 on their turn. That's when I know I made it medium. Alright. Yes. Is this the D-react? Oh wait, no. Okay, yeah, so this looks like a D-react to me. Yep, yeah, so like I said, yeah, what the arsenal was like probably a red. And this is really good that they had a D-react arsenal, because sometimes you can like, you know, I sounded might just get an attack stuck there in arsenal, and that's really annoying. Okay, and we drew Erase Face, which is nice. The thing is, we've already, like, took them down 2 of the Insidious Shield charges. That feels good. Okay, Wounded Bull. I mean, in our turn, we could just Erase Face them. Look at block 6 here, Erase Face. They aren't keeping CLF this time. We know there are other CLFs at the bottom of the deck. We could block with Erase Face here and just send a sack to Shifty at them. Hold a blue to, like, be able to block more. I kind of like sending Erase Face at them. Just, let's see, we've only seen a blue Ice Vein, well, this is another blue Ice Vein, and a red Ice Vein. So, Erase Face actually does things, so let's block 6 here. Yeah, this is what I mean, right? Like, Icelander sometimes just has trouble using, like, big hands, and we saw that our opponent, like, went to Arsenal with 2 cards in hand. And that's kind of what I'm trying to do. Like, a lot of times is why you'll see me, like, block out completely, because I'm like, alright, you deal with having a 5-card hand. Let's see what you can do with it. So, over here, I could have daggered into Erase Face, but, I mean, then I'm not playing around, like, any Frostbite. So, I don't want to do that. And there we go. We see them block with a yellow Ice Vein. Which is kind of what you have to do when you get Erase Face. It's very hard to keep enough cards to Ice Vein, unless, yeah, of course you direct an Arsenal, which is one of the few ways you can do it. So we might still get Ice Vein here. Okay, oh damn it, we did get Ice Vein there, which is very, very tragic because we have Eradicate into cut to the chase, which is really, really sad. So alright, so we discard a red, the first one. This is the last chill trigger. And what did they reveal, actually? Oh, they revealed a Polar Blast. Okay. So we know we're getting domed for 3. Alright, so in this case, I think what I'm supposed to do is just block 3, discard the other cut to the chase, and then when they dome me for 3, I just pitch the Eradicate to... I could even Tunic to block an extra 1. So yeah, that way we save the most life. So, cool. We block 3 here, and we'll discard the cut to the chase. I don't like that I'm discarding a lot of my power cards, actually, and this is probably something that might bite me later. We've lost 2 cut to the chases, 2 raises. Yeah, this maybe wasn't the correct line to go through. We can see. Cool, so we'll just pass priority here. They're gonna play the Polar Blast. We'll Tunic and Eradicate to block all 3 of it. Yeah, very unfortunate that we got, like, Ice Vein, like... Okay, wait, let's see. Like, after I Erase Face? Because, like, a direct and Arsenal is kind of like the only way you block that and still Ice Vein. Yeah, we are pitching 3 here. Wait. What? Why did I lose? Oh, right, no, what am I saying? Oh my god, no, I know this. This is, I just, oh my god. This is very bad. Yeah, I'm making a lot of mistakes today. Oh, I guess, oh wait, no. Actually, we do actually get to use this resource because of the Frostbite. Never mind. Never mind, we're fine, we're fine. Totally calculated, I did not make a misplay there. I'm lying. I totally make a misplay there. Okay, so we have all reds. We're hoping our opponent comes out with physical. Okay, they're playing a Frost X. Cool. They're doing a Waning Moon. We can't block this very well. How many D-Rex has our opponent played? We've seen 2 Sinks and a Fate. So I kind of just want to slay the Scholars on my turn. Since that's kind of the best thing I can do. So I just like pitch 2 reds here. Slay. In case that's like not an offensive card, we don't take damage, or rather just like saving cards like block damage on your turn, like against an Icelander, sometimes you get blown out. Like we've seen my opponent like Arsenal D reacts and stuff, right? So alright. Let's block, let's pitch these 2. I'll keep the CNC in my hand in case I don't need to pitch it. Okay, it was a nice card this time. Yeah, so we just pitch 1. Yeah, so this is where, I mean, okay, wait, let's see, we can't do, like, I want to say this is where we start, I mean, I actually don't mind if they get this, right, because we are currently lower than them, unless they let this hit. Well, they're probably letting this hit, actually. But we're probably going to end up lower than them, so, you know, I'm going to leave this there. No. Yeah, so the CLF into, like, multiple Ice Veins chained, like, after already having set up Insidious Chill is kind of... That's how Icelander wins. And we did get caught by that. Okay. Okay, they have a Scar which does not have Go again, which is okay. And on our turn, we could send the Erase Face at them. Or we could block with Erase Face here and just, like, Fleece. The thing is, with no more chills, the Erase Face feels a lot more meh. Also, how many Ice Veins have we seen? 2 reds and a yellow. 2 blues, we saw them play 1 and pitch the other. Yeah, so I think we can keep the Erase Face. We'll block like this. Cool. Okay. 3rd Frost X from the opponent. Yeah, I will block. And this one I have to take. So, let me just check how many blues. I'm pretty sure I have, like, 20-something blues. But we've drawn a fair number of all red hands, which is pretty unfortunate. Alright, what can we do with this? I mean, we probably just play Leave No Witnesses and, like, just pitch the others to Arcane Barrier. Yeah, with 3 frost, I mean, this is just kind of slow burn at this point. No. I'm in danger, definitely, yeah. Alright, cold snap. So we are getting, I mean, we're actually getting domed for 6 here. That's a problem. Because of the frostbite from this. Honestly, that being said, it's probably a very real argument to just passing priority, let them give us a frostbite and then we can break it. Yeah, that probably was the play, actually, now that I think about it. Yeah. Wait. Hold on. I need to undo that. Okay. Yeah. But we have Tunic to break the frostbite, so... Yeah, we get a frostbite, we will Tunic to break it. Do I want to pay 1? No, I don't want to pay 1. Yeah, we wait for our opponent to use the Waning Moon here. And that's when we break the frostbite with Tunic. Okay, there we go. So they did that, and then we break it. Check this. And then we can stop all the damage. Cool. The thing is, if our opponent didn't moon, then we just move to the end step and pitch all 3 reds to stop the 3 damage from the frostbite. And opponent did moon, so then we get to Tunic and we still take 0 damage, so that does feel pretty nice. Okay, Fighting Spirit, they don't gain a life. But that's hardly... So, we can sack Shred. Yeah. We can sack into Shred. Well, maybe. We probably need to pitch to AB. Right, the thing is, I do want to maintain a way to, like, break Frostbites, because each Frostbite or break kind of basically prevents 3 damage. So if I keep the Shred, there's a chance... Like, we've been seeing my opponent will respond on the layer step with their Ice card. So by the time we get to reactions, I probably can play this. So if I just block 3 here, that's maybe the way to go. Did we bottom the Wounded Bull with Leave No Witnesses? That's a good question. Yeah, I actually don't remember. This, yeah, again, I need to be a lot more cognizant of, like, what I'm bottoming and stuff when I'm playing this deck. Which is not something I'm very used to yet. Yeah, take your time. I feel like I probably didn't bottom it, so yeah, you're right. It's probably just the Wounded Bull going into the arsenal. Yeah, Captain on top, yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, they're blocking forward like this. Okay, and then they crowned the Wounded Bull away. Okay, this means we aren't getting a Frostbite at least, so we can actually just shred this and... yeah. Sure. Arcane is quite mentally taxing. I feel like you can learn Icelander's thinking fast, but Arcane is always weird and vexing. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. As I mean, especially when like against an Icelander, and I'm thinking about like breaking Frostbite, how I can break a Frostbite in my turn and everything. Also keeping track of like what I'm sending to the bottom and stuff is just that's a lot. All right, E-Strike. We know we. Yeah, so we know they send the Woundable to the bottom. I mean, I feel like it's a good chance that they're gonna send an attack at us. Let's block 3 here. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, we block 6 here, keep a blue in our hand. Wrong card. Cool. Cool. Now we just pass priority. They give us a Frostbite, we break it with like Dagger or Payday. Okay, and they just pass back. Amulet into Brain Freeze, okay. Revealing Cold Snap? Cool. This could potentially be a window. Okay, so that arsenal, that's the same arsenal as like when we just passed priority, and they did not try and hit us with it. So, and this is a very weak turn from them, like Amulet, Brain Freeze, they're not using all their cards. So I'm gonna assume that that arsenal is not something they can actually play on my turn. In which case, I can go ahead and just block this damage. And not hold up resources on my turn. This could, I mean, they could just be bluffing me and I get like massively blown out here, but I think that's a risk I need to take at this point. We could like hedge against it a little by... Yeah, oh yeah, we just keep 1 red. If they give us a Frostbite, we can pitch the Tunic to get rid of it, so... So that's a D-react? Yep, that was a D-react in Arsenal. Okay. Yeah, so we didn't make the correct read there. Unfortunately, I just don't think, like, we have a way back into the game with 3 Frost X's on us. E-Strike go again. That's... So either they're giving up an Arsenal, or they're just playing Scarfa Scar after this. I mean, we're basically just dead at this point because of the Striders. And, like, double Amulet. Like, they can just, like, Striders, Ice Fane on my turn and, like, just rip my entire hand. Okay, so they aren't Arsenaling, but yeah, but Striders is a card. So we just block like this, hold the blue. They might get baited in Strider, into using the Striders, but I doubt it. Okay, Ice Fane, and we should see these amulets getting popped. Yeah, and they're revealing an Ice Bolt, so we should see the amulets getting popped here. Just rip my entire hand. Tunic, Moon, pitching a red, yeah. Right. So... If I Tunic to block this, they pop the Amulet and get my last card. But if I pitch, I'm floating 2, they just won't pop the Amulet. And I'm just completely open. So I think I have to take this, actually. Like, I need to keep the Tunic up in case they pop this Amulet. I'd rather just keep the blue in my hand. for my turn. But yeah, I mean, we know they are still an Ice Bolt, so we're kind of just... Yeah. They're doing this, we get the Frostbite. And then after the Frostbite, we activate Tunic to just get the card out of our hand. This way they can't like Striders and Ice Vein and like Amulet me. Yeah, okay, so we got rid of the Frostbite and we block the Ice Bolt completely, but we're at 5, and they still have Moon up, so they just have like a decent offensive spell to stride us out. We could die, but that's a bit of a problem I found with Wounded Bull list. Sometimes you don't get a good strider target. In this case, Opponent does. Big Ice Vein Moon, and yeah, that's game. GG. Cool, yeah, man. Assassin, like, I'm just not sure whether... Like, okay, I definitely think I have been making more mistakes than I like normally would. But also, it just feels like it's like missing something. Like, I really like Regicide's, like, design as, like, a payoff for banishing a bunch of cards. And I wish there was more of that. Like, some sort of payoff to banish my opponent's cards that's not just, oh, we get to fatigue them. Hey, Joshua. Alright, let's do one more Assassin game, and then I'll switch to Royal Belittle Briar. Alright, Viserai. I thought I had a Viserai thing in here. Alright, we'll just do similar to Briar. Is there any concern for Imperial Warhorn to deal with Frost Hex? I actually did think about that. That's something I do need to mess around with. Especially if we're like going for a slow game. And I mean, in that case, we might even just go Nullrune Boots and then play the Royal Head. Because then in Imperial Warren, you get to get rid of a Chill and a Frost Hex. You haven't found a matchup that's slam dunk favorite matchup for Arachne? Yeah, for sure. Okay, so Viserai, yeah, I definitely want the Mask and the Boots here. And my Nullrune here is going to be the Spider's Bite. Yeah, and I go with Lantern. I don't think I want AB2. Like, if we really want to go AB2, we could maybe Nullrune Gloves it, but I kind of... Like, I don't think we win this matchup by going, like, full complete Fatigue in terms of blocking out. Like, we win it by Fatigue and then by banishing cards. I do need Erase Face in this matchup. We can maybe cut E-Strikes. Because I want to keep a healthy amount of Assassin cards in the deck. Because the pumps care about Assassin cards, the boots and stuff as well. And then I'll cut a yellow shred for the third Razor. And yeah, I think this should be good. You got 2 times Warhounded by Oldhim with Remembrance. Oh my god, brutal. I would say Erase Face, when I'm playing Iyslander, feels so much better into Viserai because they bring in Nullrune and they can't, just use armor to block it. But alright. Okay, Mauve, Shrill. Okay. So we are leaking damage this turn. Oh man, do I need to block the Erase Face? That's really sad. I need to block my Erase Face. Cool. Let's top that, because we're drawing up to full hand. I might be able to actually use the Razor, so yeah, we can top that. Okay, they're gonna Thorn here. We get to like AB2 in total. Leak 1, and we block like this. Okay, cool. I was like, wait, what? How are they playing Rattlebones? Okay. Cool. Okay, unfortunately we can't use a Razor. So we could Goliath CNC, but they have Providence, so I'm probably just gonna CNC. We can Dagger CNC. Which one of these do we want to Arsenal? Yeah, this CNC probably just eats a Providence, so the next time I CNC I can Goliath Gauntlet it. Yeah, that's fine. I will take a mouse, guys, for my little weapon attack. So I think we... I think we probably Arsenal cut to the chase, actually. Because what I imagine my opponent's going to do is they're probably gonna Crown on my CNC and come back on me with a 4-card hand, in which case I want to block a decent amount. And so I'd rather have cut to the chase rather than raise a reflex in my arsenal. Opponent seems to have disconnected. Let's hope they reconnect here. Cut is better to keep while I have boots anyway. Yeah, that too. Although, like, what I found is that if I have the space, I'd rather just save the boots. Okay, my opponent seems to have DC'd. Like, I'd rather use my Razor as, like when I can. If I get a chance to, I'll just use my Razor for the go again, rather than the boots. And just save the boots, right? So, if I had space, I would have Arsenal Razor, but... Like, so my opponent didn't have Crown of Providence there to, like, nullify my CNC, I would have Arsenal Razor. But they did, so I was like, they're probably going to counter it, and I'd rather Arsenal cut to the chase. Like, the boots are a very valuable resource, right? And, like, if I have the Razor, that's just... Like why use the boots? If I have the Razor and the space. Okay. Bit of a bummer my opponent disconnected. I would have liked to play against Viceroy. Would have been interesting. Right, let's see if someone joins this. Oh, I seem to have missed a few messages. What's the rationale for Payday over Blue Attack? I really like Payday into some of the aggro decks. Like, being able to buy back your boots, like just your 1 blocks against something like Fi or Briar with lots of on-hits. I do like that. And I found that it's not always, like, very, very tricky to actually get the Payday off. Like, I did get it off against the Fi in the first game, which we ended up losing because I made some terrible blocks on a certain turn, but I think if I didn't do that, we had a very good shot. Raise Face is so good against Viceroy? Yeah, for sure. Especially when you're on Icelander and, like, they didn't bring in armor to deal with it. Okay, Lexi. Erase Face is decent against Lexi as well, so we're gonna bring... I don't know if this is gonna be Lightning or Ice, but either way, Erase Face is good against them. Could I share my list? Yeah, I'll share it in the chat in a bit. Let me just figure out the sideboard here. D-Reacts, the thing about D-Reacts against an Ice Lexi is that it can be really weird because they flip and give you a Frostbite, and now suddenly holding to his D-React, it's very unfortunate. Although, they also have lots of on-hits, so you want the D-React. It's a very annoying dynamic, actually. Alright, so we definitely want Plunder the Poor here. We want Fleece the Frail. Don't think we need Nixa. Yeah, Unwind the Armed is good. I think, yeah, I don't want CNC, E-Strikes, and Erase Faces. That's a few too many non-assassin cards. So we will go ahead, put in some of these. The 0 cost for 4s are just good. Shred is interesting. We need 6 more cards. Alright, I think I can do with 3 defense reactions. The thing, like, if they give you a Frostbite, you can still, if you have Tunic up, you can do it. So I'm not gonna go full like almighty reacts, but like a few things I think feels alright. And then is these shreds or these attacks which are never gonna fulfill any contracts? Let's go for shred, because Lexi is I think my game plan here is definitely gonna be like get a giant eradicate off. Oh my god, that took so long to sideboard, they disconnected, damn it, my bad. Okay, now we have a Bravo. Cool. This one I actually have the sideboard mostly prepared for. We can cut CNC. I do have it immovable, put the unmovable here, and I probably want the shreds as well. For this one. Let me message them so they know I'm here. What are my thoughts on last ditch effort? Huh. I have not tried it. Okay, but 1 second. Let me sideboard before my opponent like leaves again. What are we? Okay, I think we can take out this Fleece the Frail for the there we go, the shred. Because Bravo is gonna block us. Alright, cool. Yeah, so last ditch effort. Okay, this... I mean, we can block this completely, but I don't want to waste an immovable, and the discard here doesn't actually matter. The leaking damage matters, though. I don't like leaking damage. So, yeah, we probably actually just use unmovable here, which is pretty unfortunate, but we get to Arsenal a sync. We got Arsenal direct anyway, and we have armor up. Cool. Yeah, so I think the problem with last ditch effort is that I found that Arachne games don't typically go until like literally I have 0 cards in deck. And if they do, I'm probably losing. Okay. Spider's Bite CNC here. If we had another blue, we could have gone Bite Surgical. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's rare that it literally goes down to 0 cards in deck, because I think, like, by the time you have 0 cards in deck, your opponent probably has... But your opponent probably should have fatigued a few turns before that, because you're banishing stuff from them. This should be difficult for them to block because of the Spider's Bite, and that's partly why we still run CNC into, like, Guardians, because of the Spider's Bite. Well, okay, I guess not Oldhim because Crown of Seeds, but, like, Bravo. I mean, we might get the Crown of Providence here or something. Yeah, there we go. Which is a trade I'll take. Same experience unless it's the mirror. It's more often like my health, like the assassin's health versus the deck, right? Yeah, I agree with that. So yes, I'm skeptical about last ditch effort because of that. Okay, we arsenal this. 5 cards hand from Bravo. Alright. Let's see what to do. Okay. And we won't even get pummeled here, so I'm very glad how the previous turn turned out. And I can easily... I mean, the thing is I might not even need to use my sync here. What's our turn looking like? Well, we can go wide. So, like, we can 0 cost, and we have a shred to, like, make sure it hits for black tech and then do another 0 cost. We don't care about Grinning Crest here. So I could just block 3, leave my sync in my arsenal. Like, I'll block 4 with, like, the boots for sure. A 3 block. We don't get pummeled. I don't care about this crush. Yeah, I think I like that. And leave the sync in there for a dominate effect that we actually care about. You're traumatized from facing control dash? Yeah, that deck, oh my god, I really hate that deck. Cool. I mean, neither of these are going to fulfill contracts, but they are still just going to banish from our opponent's deck. Which one's more likely? I mean, the thing is their non-attacks all have go again, unless they have some auras. So, sure. Let's start with this. Crush the weak. Yes, we'll bottom that because it's not a red. And I want to bottom the reds. Dash is fun. I mean, yeah, Dash is like kind of the villain now, right? I feel like Dash is really, really strong. But not the fatigue Dash. I think the Dash, oh, Okay, this smells like a D-react. We have Shred. I'm still gonna pop the boots. Yeah, but not the fatigue dash. I think the dash that is obviously trying to like leverage Pulse Wave Harpoon. Okay, yeah, there we go. We have D-react, we have the Shred. Pulse Wave Harpoon, and also has like a sideboard for with Mechanoid. Like that. That seems like a really fun and powerful dash. Okay, hopefully they don't have another one. They do have another one, okay. That's pretty rough. They get our boots. But it probably shouldn't be coming back at us as something too strong here. I say that and we get cripplinged. This hand is terrible, so I'm good to just block out, actually. Again, we can just keep the sink in there. Ooh, actually, no, we can... Okay, so 8 damage to stop the crush. What we can do is use the sink here. We can just tunic out the Annihilate the Armed and Arsenal the Razor. And we block with 1 Razor here, which is not great that we need to... yeah, you know, I'm good with doing this. And yeah. So I'm glad we saved the sink for, obviously, a thing we actually care about. Harpoon is OMG. Yeah, it's very, very strong. Do we sink? No, I'm very happy with Tunic and Annihilate the Armed and just Arsenal the Razor here. This is interesting. Like this, yeah, is not a red that I want to banish, but it kind of effectively is a red. It's okay. We can send that to bottom. Like, I think just when I keep sending like one card, like you kind of need to block this or you lose a card from your deck, I expect my opponent's gonna block me a decent amount. Which case stuff like Rouse the Ancients isn't amazing. Okay, I say that and they don't block me, and we don't even complete the contract, which is pretty unfortunate, but okay. And then they rouse. Okay. So is looking to be Rouse Anothos. And we don't have a D-react this time, so if I had a sink, I'd be very content to actually just block out this turn. But since we don't, I don't want to just block out this turn, put no pressure on my opponent, and then they come at me with a giant dominate attack, and they just like keep tempo. So what's our turn gonna be? I mean, we have Surgical. I mean, we have... So we could Nyx, Razor, and Surgical. Could get blown out by D-Rex. So what if... Yeah, it's probably best to just block here. Like, block 6. And then just send Surgical at my opponent. And we save the Razor for a turn where... yeah, and if they CNC me, this would be annoying. Yeah, yeah, but we'll save the Razor for a turn where we can like keep more cards. Okay, yeah, so it's just one of those. Okay, we'll take this. So we can send Surgical at opponent. The thing is, they're definitely blocking, so it doesn't really matter that I leave this there. Okay, so we're getting the armor pieces here. This is very scary. Okay, Spinal. I don't actually care about Go Again very much. Obviously, I mean, I say that when I have an E-Strike in hand, which is unfortunate. Yeah, actually this turn we do care about Go Again, unfortunately. So, I mean, is our best play just going to be E-Strike for 7? We could... Let's see. We could E-Strike and just Razor it just for damage, which does not feel very good at all. Yeah. I kind of want to keep Eradicate because we have Razor. So yeah, this is going to be a weak follow-up from us. And I hope is that... Well, okay, so they're going to Arsenal. So actually, yeah, I think my best bet actually Leave No Witnesses and then Razor. Razor the Leave No Witnesses, just like banish something and hopefully get some tempo back. Actually, I'm going to block with the E-Strike here. Okay. Okay. Probably should have expected that. Let's... Yeah, we can't Spider's Bite. So then, I mean, okay, we can't Eradicate and Razor Reflex. So we are just gonna Eradicate and just force them to block, yeah. Put a pummel to bottom. Yeah, sure. Didn't Seismic says 100% on pummel? Yeah, you're right. Should have checked that. Yeah, but honestly, the whole... Yeah, I need to get more used to, like, streaming my games. I'm getting quite, like, oh, I need to look at chat, and I need to, like, play the game. And it definitely feels like I'm making more mistakes because of it. But it's just something I need to get used to, I think. It's, yeah. Payday probably not going to serve us when we're this low. Well... Yeah, no, and we're probably not completing a contract anyway on their turn. We could... do we need to block with the mask? What is... Attack action cards can't gain. So, okay, yeah, so if we get crushed, we don't even want to raise it. So we're probably just gonna go Dagger Slay. We could Dagger Slay, or Dagger Slay and just hold the Shred. Nah, that's probably not very good. So... Yeah, so we're getting crushed regardless. I'm not gonna use the mask. And also, yeah, that crush effect is not something we super care about. Okay, taking that. We will... Like, if we play this and they block, we get more value of playing the Shred. The thing is, are they gonna block? I have a feeling they're not gonna block. I think they really just wanna, like, hold the tempo that they have right now. No, we can leave that on top. I don't mind banishing CNC. Currently, the attacks block for 1. Cool. Yeah, so I'm... Okay. Yeah, but they have a D-React. In any case, I'm glad that I guess in this case, holding the Shred would have been better. Okay, making a Surge into Anathos. Okay, cool. We finally have a bit of space, but... we don't have life here. Like, we have the play of, like, Nyx Razor into Sack the Shifty. Even a Dagger Swing in there with Tunic. It's probably just not very good. So... we could just E-Strike for 7. E-Strike for 7 seems like our best line. We'd have Tunic up for the Razor, so we could... like, we could sack Tunic, Razor, and then E-Strike for 7. We get blown out by Reacts there, so which our opponent's running a decent amount. It's also blue unmovable here. So yeah, I think we're just gonna E-Strike for 7. And yeah, we'll take damage on a turn where we have like Eradicate or Surgical or something. So block here and block here. Okay, glad we didn't do the razor line, because yeah, they did have the D-react. Okay, and we have Eradicate, so let's see whether we actually get space to play it. Okay, no we don't. This is pretty brutal. Alright, so we block like this, take 8, and I guess no matter what we keep, we actually get to play it, but yeah. You like the flexibility of Dash? Yeah, and that's the, I think one of the things that makes Dash like so strong right now, right? It's, yeah. It's like you have like a solid game plan to Guardians, like Oldham and stuff, you just do the pistol thing, and you also have a really good game plan to aggro with your Pulse Wave Harpoon. It kind of reminds me of old school Viscerai back when we had Skeletor, right? Like against like Guardians, we just build up a stack of Rune Chants and just like kill them for going slow. And then against aggro, we have like all our mobs guys, Revel and Runeblood, like garbage, which like they can't deal with. 9 Dominate, is there any way we block 6 of it? I don't think so, so we just block as much as we can and we will take 4 and lose the game here. Man, very, very rough showing today, to be honest. Cool. Yeah, brutal. Alright, that was the 3rd game of Assassin. We 0-3 on Assassin today. So, gonna take a look back at the list and see what I want to change. Maybe the Goliath is too cute, trying to get it off with CNC. Maybe I'm supposed to just swap that for a more defensive arms piece. That's the other thing, Assassins, yeah, like we don't have an arm piece for Assassin. Maybe the Razors need to come out for Shreds. Just because I wasn't using the Go again very much, and maybe just having more damage on like one attack is probably more useful. What else? Might need a few more blues for Icelander, and maybe a couple more unmovables as well. The Nullrune Hood probably should swap to Nullrune Boots, and we keep the mask against Icelander. Yeah. There are definitely some changes we need to make to this list, but again, I do feel like the game plan does feel a little, just generally slightly weaker. Alright, we're gonna switch over to Royal Briar. What is Arachne good against? Boost Dash that banishes itself? You know, like, maybe, but I'm not even sure, because I think, like the problem with, like, okay, what... Yeah, we'll go first. The problem is that Arachne doesn't have enough disruption, right? Like, that's the thing. It's like, the Boost Dash kind of just kills you before you manage to banish the deck. That's how I feel against aggro. Ooh, I definitely need to raise face into Viscerai here. Wait, do I? Yeah, let's cut CNC, because they probably run Providence, so let's cut the CNCs for a raise face. I've got 3 Smash and Go time. The day I get to Smash and Go time a Mechanoid, I'm gonna be so happy. Because especially with creepers, right? It's like they don't really know it's coming. They might just like not block it. And then you like creepers out the Smashing Good Time, destroy the Mechanoid. And that's just, yeah. Yeah, that's why you like Icelander, as in the flexibility for game plans. Yeah, for sure. Okay, so we have Pot of Greed, which is sweet. But this is turn 0, so I don't want to use it yet. We could just Sonata, see what we hit. Yeah, I like that. Our opponent's on 0 AB. We're gonna Sonata, pitch 2. Hopefully we get something, and then we can maybe even swing the Thorn. So, do this. Huh. So, I'm kind of following my friends list here, and it's curious that they brought Quillhand in against Viscerai. I actually think I would have preferred Grasp. Let's see that. Okay, choose up to 2 cards? Yeah, alright, we'll pick both. Yeah, so, yeah, I think I should have solved this for Grasp. None of these are amazing right now. I think we do the Crackle. The Gloom Wheel's not going to hit, so we're not going to get go again. I'd rather save it for next turn when we potentially get a hit. So, yeah, we'll just Crackle here. We did leak 3 because the Sonata dealt 2 Arcane and we dealt 1 Arcane with a Crackle, so do like that. I doubt our opponent runs CNC, right? I think I'm pretty safe to just Arsenal the cash in here. Oh man, I'm just thinking about the Mob Skies follow-up and I really wish I had Grasp here. Okay, so alright, if our cash-in gives us an Earth Blue, we completely pop off. So let's hope that happens. I think Arachne is either Hardcore Fatigue, full D-Reacts, decide to play 1/3 card hands. It's always winning via Fatigue. Yeah, although the thing is, the full D-React plan, I'm not even sure if you win against aggro with that, right? Like, I think you just need Disruption, which Arachne doesn't have too much. What color Mauve is this? Yellow? Definitely not pitching to Arcane. We have, like, a very, very high ceiling here if we get a Earth Blue with this cash-in. Do I want to be greedy and go for it? Yeah, exactly. This is, I think with Crown of Dominion, you kind of just always need to have Grasp here. Because this no armor block is very, very unfortunate. We can, I mean, we have the Embodiment, we could block, but I think we just will go for the high roll here. The Assassin on banishes just feel so do nothing. Yeah, exactly. So, which is why I'm really hoping. Okay, and we drew the Earth Blues. Okay, this is a solid. Okay, this could be nuts. Yeah, the Assassin on banishes definitely feel do nothing, which is why like I hope they do like something like Regicide, right? Like Regicide feels very nice. Okay, hold on. We're gonna get the Embodiment here. Well, yeah, and then so we can just Overload, that's definitely gonna hit, and then we can Gloomville into Thorn, Arsenal the Minnowism. Yeah, cool. Yeah. Yeah, so if they print something like Regicide, but not just against Royal Heroes, that would be really nice. Oh, they're playing Dooming Loom! Nice. Okay, cool. So this hits, we get the Embodiment, which means our Gloomvale will get go again. Sweet. What is this turn? Yeah, Pot of Greed, kinda nuts, right? Pot of Green Briar. Dooming Loom, yeah, I'm glad you caught that. Do enjoy me some Dooming Looms. Alright, so let's hope we don't do a Runeblade Brick on the next turn. And draw all non-attacks. Yeah, Grasp here would also have been so much better. We get to make a Runechant come in for 1 more damage. Sure. Okay, this would be a brick, but we have Belittle. So we can Tunic Belittle. Still not amazing, but, you know. So, what do? We can Tunic Belittle, reveal the Crackle, get a Blue Minnowism. If we really want to, we could just play this Bram... wait, hold on. I'm thinking like a freaking noob. We have creepers in this list. So... I kind of would like to send the Erase Face at my opponent with the channel up. Actually, no. You know what? We kind of go so far ahead. He could have blocked out the Overload armor. Yeah, but then uses all that armor, and he doesn't know I'm coming with the Gloomveil, right? Which is a conditional go again. Like, he probably needs to save the armor for like a snatch or something. No, I do have a blue Minimism in the deck. I'm just trying to sequence this. So, blue Minimism, we could Creepers out this red Minimism. Wait, that gives us 2 action points. We got a Crackle, Erase Face. Yeah. Wait, yeah. Belittle, show this. Let's grab the blue Minimism. Yeah, so the Overload already had Go Again from the Embodiment of Lightning. So if they block it out, that'll be just to stop me from getting Embodiment of Earth, which is not something they need to do. Oh, yeah, which is like why would they do that, right? Okay, and then... yeah. Okay, Creepers, we have 2 action points, and then we can go Crackle. This Arcane damage, since they have no AB, lets us keep Creepers, and we get to Erase Phase after this as well. This is nuts. Cash in plus CMH make an embodiment. Yeah, that's one of the... like, Cash in is basically, Gorganium Tome, like, 2.0, right? In Briar. It's like, replaces itself, gives you half an embodiment. It's just kind of nuts. Viscera is the only Runeblade in your heart. Yeah, I really wish Viscera is viable, but you know, I'm doing stuff like this with Briar, and I'm just like, why would I ever play Viscera, right? Like, what is this? The past 2 turns have just been absolute nuts. And we're gonna end this turn with Erase Phase, so if our opponent even takes this and tries to, like, pivot, well, they can't, because I'm coming them with a 9 damage Erase Phase. But yeah, I wish Viscera was a little more viable. I do like the Looming Doom upgrade. I think it's pretty cool. I think, like, there's some potential there, but it doesn't feel quite enough to match, like, the nonsense that Briar does, right? Creepers OP for sure, especially when you run stuff like Crackle and just, like, keeps it around, like, for free. Okay, and they are just taking this. Oh no. Opponent said this hurts. Pot of Greed OP. And then, yeah, so opponent's trying to pivot, but then now we hit them with this, and this is just... Like, what is Viscera supposed to do? And we get the Arsenal Bramble, which is just a nuts 0 for 4. This is strong, I think. Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, how much damage have we gotten from the CMH? We've gotten 3 in the Overload, 3 in the Gloomveil. Okay, they're blocking 9 with all the armor. Okay, so they still... I mean, to be fair, they do get to pivot here. But, I mean, I will take, like, all the armor. So, yeah, we got 15 damage from that CMH, right? Overload, Gloomveil, Belittle, Crackle, and Erase Face. Just brutal. Okay, we don't have a Belittle target. Okay, they went Moderate, Sonata. Wait, what did they reveal? Drawn and Amplified. No Go Again, they have no Creepers. Okay, we have Bramble. I mean, we have, like, Bramble, Belittle. Yeah, okay. What are we doing? Like, what are they gonna do? Oh, they have 2 Rune Chants. They have 2 Rune Chants. No Go Again yet, but they probably have a Mauve, right? They wouldn't have taken all that damage with no Mauve. Cool. So, yeah, we aren't pitching to Arcane here. Yeah, there we go. It's Mauve. Mauve with Drawn. Okay, what color? It's a red Mauve. Okay, yeah, so we have to block this. Yeah, and we have, like, exactly 1 card we can block with. Because we can Bramble, Belittle, Thorn, Arsenal Snatch or something. Yeah, we're not blocking here. Cool. We know one of the cards is Amplify. And I doubt... I mean, my opponent could run Pommel, but I'm not going to play around the Pommel. So over here we block with... I mean, does it matter So or Autumn's Touch? Let's just block with So to, like, flex that we have an embodiment. Okay, and they're making a rune chant. Well, no, wait, no, they can't, because they already have to. This costs like 4. Thing is, we aren't even are we threatening lethal next turn? Brambles 4, Belittles 3, and then Thorns another 4. So we actually aren't threatening lethal next turn? They're actually kind of scary. This medium greed does have go again. Because we haven't been blocking at all. And it actually creates... Okay, do we need creepers anymore? Because this creates 2 rune chants because of the moderate tide. So if I block 2 on my equipment, I'm effectively blocking 4, and I do like that value, but giving up creepers can actually really hurt the Belittle deck. Flex and I mean, it really did make a difference whether we block with Sotomara Autumn's Touch there. We could also block with Snatch and, like, not Arsenal it. Like... Arsling and Snatch is like, it's fine, although... Yeah, the thing is, if I block with the creepers, I maybe get to keep a 5-card hand, but then I have a 5-card hand without creepers. Yeah, we could pop Quill Hand to threaten lethal. I'm not even blocking, I'm not even pitching to Arcane anyway. So, oh, whoops. Saving 6 from equipment? Isn't it saving 2 because it makes a rune chant on hit? It makes 2 rune chants on hit. So I'm basically saving 2 on equipment. I'm not sure I'm saving 6. Yeah, giving up creepers. This is weird. We could. Okay, yeah, all right, yeah, no, we. Yeah, I think we block with equipment. Yeah. I'm definitely okay giving up Tunic because we aren't. That's not gonna come up. Man, so we do run Yellow Snatches in this deck just because they're amazing to like reveal to Belittle. Really wish this was a Yellow Snatch. Okay, I mean they actually have a they actually came out with a very solid turn. Like this was nuts what they did. Yeah, well, I mean, we just take this, right? Cool. Question is, do we pop Quill Hand? So it depends. Okay, so do I want to end my turn with a Snatch or do I end my turn with a Thorn? I actually probably just want to end my turn with a Snatch, right? Cool. Well, let's just let's see what they do about these things first. Okay, they do have 1 more block on the Grasp, so that maybe changes, like, what do you want to do. And it depends how much they take. If they, like, take too much of this, I might just send the Arcane at them. Wait to see how he blocks. Yeah, exactly. Oh, how they block. I guess I don't know their pronouns. Same hat, indeed. Okay, if they're using Grasp here, then I kind of want to end with Snatch. But if they keep Grasp up, it's probably as better for me to swing the Thorn and Arsenal the Snatch. I would say I'm getting a bit nervous. I'm surprised because of like how we had like such an explosive turn, but this feels somewhat even right now. Okay, they take 4 here. And they have Grasp. Okay. So, I did say that since they have Grasp, I probably want to swing Thorn instead of Snatch. But Viscerized 2-card hands are absolutely abysmal. So if I send this Snatch, and I block with a card and Grasp, that's a very big win for me. The Thorn being unblockable to Arcane is very nice. Explosive was an explosive turn? Yeah, true. Yeah, this is... And we already have the embodiment, so keeping this... Again, yeah, like, when you don't have creepers... I think because I don't have creepers, I'd rather just send this and force a block out of them. Wishfire two cards, except for like Rattlebones or something, just doesn't really do much. Usually, but I mean, that being said, I know the moment I say that, I'm going to get hit by Rattlebones, which actually does threaten lethal, which is pretty tragic. Okay, so we have Surge into Overload, into Thorn, which is pretty sweet. Could have gone lower by 3 life just to threaten lethal with creepers. How? Because I think my hand was... I had a blue earth card, the Bramble Spark, the Belittle, and Snatch. Like, the moment I pitch anything to the creepers, like, I'm probably pitching the blue earth card. Yeah, and then I can't fuse the Bramble Spark, right? So... Okay, my opponent just passed, and yeah, that's exactly why I sent that Snatch. Well, like, Vishra and 2 card hands, except for Rattlebones, actually doesn't do much. So I'm very glad about that. But have we seen a D-React out of them at all? Because if they just pass, I'm worried that they have a D-React. Like, there's no way, right? There's no way they have a D-React. So we go Earthlost Surge, and if we pop the Quill Hand... The Overload... I mean, no, it's fine. We just do Overload here. Hope they can't block it. If they can't block it, we have Lethal? Because if they take 3, they go to 4, we Quill Hand Thorn, that's 4 Arcane. Then maybe opponent should have blocked the 2 cards. Yeah, they should have blocked a little more. Well, I mean, the Snatch was only coming for 4, right? So yeah, I guess, yeah, they shouldn't have given up Grasp and probably just blocked it 2 cards. Yeah, there was... If their plan was just to, like, Arsenal, there was no point giving me the last block on Grasp. Although, that being said, it probably doesn't change much. But, yeah. Okay, so blocking 3 here, and if they don't have the D-React, we win? Sigil of Suffering moment, right? Yeah, and even if I pitch for the Arcane, the Sigil of Suffering will still block the Overload. Okay, I have no reaction. Do you have a reaction? No reaction! Okay, cool. So we Quill Hand, and then we Thorn for lethal. Sweet. Whew! Okay. Yeah, Pot of Greed in Briar. Turns out kind of OP. I mean, Pot of Greed is just an OP card in general, right? But, oh my god, our opponent came back at us with, like, such a solid turn, right? The Mordred tied into, like, a million things. So, that was sweet. I guess... All things considered, yeah, I definitely missed having Grasp. Because I think there was one turn where we could have just made a Rune Chant out of it. We had 2 floating. And we have gotten, like, 3 life out of it. Whereas the Quill Hand only gave us 2 life. So, yeah, Arm Speed should have been Grasp, in my opinion. He Pot of Greed too, so now I got 2, but that's not a Pot of Greed, right? Because they used 2 cards. Like, they pitched 2. Like, they used a card to pitch, and the Sonata stuff was a card, so Sonata... They used 2 cards to get back 2 cards. Whereas Pot of Greed is... Use 1 card to get 2 cards. So Sonata pitching, and then you get 2 cards from is not actually Pot of Greed. That's just, like, 2 Gogenim Tomes. Whereas Cash In with the gold is actually Pot of Greed, because you do go up 1 card. Quillen came in at the end, yeah, but in terms of, like, the life it gave us, like, it only gave us 2 life, whereas Grasp would have given us 4. I remember at least 1 chance where I had 2 floating, and I could have just made a Rune Chant and swung with it. So it was +1 damage there, and I could have blocked with it for a total of 3. So that would be 4 life from the Grasp, whereas Quillen only gave us 2. Cool. Yeah, I think I'm down for 1 more. What is the list looking like? Yeah, I guess we can just talk about the list for a little. This is one of my locals list. I edited a little after he sent it to me. My main change was he had runics in the list, and I cut them for erase face. For a few reasons. I think erase face is better into Iyslander. Like, runic sometimes is good if they have set up a chill, but erase face is kind of like always good. And dash. Like, I really want erase face because of how relevant dash is gonna be. I decided I'd rather have erase face rather than runics. So that was a change that was made. What was the other change? Right, yeah, he had a yellow Earth Law Surge. He's the kind of guy, I feel like every local, like, has that one guy who, like, likes having one copy of a yellow, like, pump or, like, attack react. Like, you know the 1% of locals who, like, has a yellow pummel, like, one yellow pummel or one yellow and lightning press. Yeah, he's that kind of guy. So he had a yellow Earth Law Surge, which I cut. And what else? It wasn't too many changes, it was, like, a couple of small ones. I have to say, I miss Corsham. Like, since we're running 6 belittles, I really want to be able to play with Corsham. But having Corsham along with, like, 3 cash-ins is probably just way too much. It's really just way too memey. So, yeah. I'm probably the main erase enjoyer. Yeah, definitely. But, I mean, this past meta, like, in my Iyslander list, I cut erase faces. But if Dash is coming back in, like, in full force, I think most lists should be running erase face. Like, it is so good against Dash. But yeah, like, when I was running erase face in Iyslander, it was because Viscera is very prominent. And then Viscera stopped being prominent, and then that's when I cut the erase faces. No unmovables. Yeah, no, because that's not really the game plan, right? Like, this is not build up Rune Chance, try and do a massive Looming Doom kind of Viscera list. It's... Sorry, Briar list. This is I want to play Pot of Greed and, like, Chalmont Heroic and, like, Dome You for 20 Briar list. And I think unmovable just makes that... That affects the consistency of that a lot. And if I'm against Bravo or something, you know, I hope the Sinks can do enough. Like, the plan into, like, a Bravo is to kill them before they kill you. Like, yeah. It just doesn't mesh well with, like, everything else on the list. Oath of the Arknight. I mean... You definitely just play Earth Law Surge and stuff with the Arknight and Briar, right? Because it's the Earth card. Cool. Yeah, I think I can do one more. Aren't they always going to block out erase face though? Well, if they are blocking you out and you're, like, in an aggro, like, mirror, that's good for you, right? Like, if I send a erase face and that forces them to block me... The thing about Dash, I think a big part of the power in an aggro deck is Pulse Wave Harpoon. If they need to spend 2 cards blocking a erase face, they cannot Pulse Wave Harpoon you. Or, like, if they do, you can, like, maybe manipulate it so that you aren't revealing cards that they can put onto the combat chain, right? Because they need to boost enough times for Pulse Wave Harpoon to be relevant. So, because of things like that, I feel like you... Like, when you force your opponent on a block like that, you're kind of winning. Because then that lets you come back with maybe a 5-card hand, because they couldn't Pulse Wave Harpoon you. And then now they're on the back foot, right? Cool. Dorinthia... I mean, I feel like Blind Dorinthia is just raise them, right? So I probably want all the cash-ins. Having D-Rex into Dorinthia is also nice, but I kind of want to try just trying to, like, kill them. Yeah. Oh, I need to check the non-attack attack ratio. Okay, cool. So we cut Sync and we add the Sonata in. Yeah, I want to try this instead of Sinks. Ironweave or Tunic? The block on Ironweave can be very nice. Let's do this. Okay, Nullrune Hood. Cool. Ooh, oh, they're running... Oh, this isn't even Dawnblade Dory. This is this one. So I assume I'm okay not having... like a bunch of D-reacts. Because like I feel like D-reacts are really useful if you're like against like a Dawnblade Dory. This is like okay. Alright, what do we do with this hand? I mean, so we could Minnowism Belittle Thorn, which is decent, and we Arsenal CMH. Or if we really want to go like setup, we can CMH and just play Minnowism. So we end the turn with Belittle and Arsenal, Embodiment of Lightning, and CMH on the field. That probably is too cute. I mean, that's probably like I don't want to like just pass. It's probably not like that setup is probably not worth giving my opponent just everything. So I think I'm gonna go Minnowism Belittle Thorn. Yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely very happy that I don't have all those things on my list, since this isn't the Dawnblade Dory. They have a Snatch? Oh yeah, I guess, yeah, with this sort of list, you know, you give your thing go again, and you come in with like something else. That's pretty sweet. This is a very interesting Dory list. Looks really fun. I'm interested to see how it plays out. Not an amazing hand, I will say. Like, we could CMH Pulse for an Embodiment. Wait, yeah, Pulse for an Embodiment. Which doesn't even target anything, so we get the Snatch with the Embodiment behind it into Thorn. We could also just play out Tome of Harvest. I don't like that. I think setting up CMH... Well, okay, what if we block and we just go CMH Snatch? Make it difficult for our opponent, but then we don't have an Arsenal. Okay, in any case... Yeah, in any case we're taking the Scar. Sweet. Okay, so in that case, yeah, the plan is just CMH Snatch. Well, wait. Wait. Hold on, so I can block 6 like this. Nah, it's probably better just to block 6 with... Yeah, because I'm not really doing anything with the extra card, like Arsenal or Burgeoning, but that's whatever. I'd rather just save the block. Block like this, CMH Snatch, sure. Glad they don't have Tuning Up. If they have Tuning Up, we have to be scared of a pummel, but... Cool. CMH, Snatch. Not amazing, to be honest. Like, ending a turn without an Arsenal, when you put CMH out, is... like, can be pretty rough. Let's hope we draw a cash in to, like, bail us out. Nice thing is that we are putting pressure on our opponent. Although, I mean, with this armor setup, they could just put one card in front of this. Yep, looks like that's maybe... Oh, okay. D-react. Okay, block 2 and then D-react. Cool. Okay. This looks like it's... make a rune chant so the Gloomveils have go again. And then we go Gloomveil, Gloomveil, Thorn. Oh, Gloomveil, Gloomveil, Crackle, probably, because we want the CMH. Do Dories run Razor now? What is this? What is this Snatch? What? I mean, I see this and I have to assume it's a Razor, right? Because it gave me armor the previous turn? What the hell? Well, I mean, in any case, I'm still doing Runechant, Gloomveil, Crackle, right? It's just, like, when I have CMH out, it's just... Yeah, okay, so they do run Razors now, which is... that's wild. Oh, wait, hang on, no, we have a much better line. Wait. We have a much better line. Again, I'm thinking like a... We have Tunic Creepers here for Force of Nature. We don't even need to make a Runechant. We just go... I mean, we kind of need to hope that our opponent doesn't have enough blocks, but yeah. Damn, this is sick what our opponent's doing, actually. This is really cool. Wow. Okay. So I kind of want to start with Crackle. There's a good chance they let the Arcane through. Maybe even a good chance they don't block it. So I Creepers the Force of Nature. On the reaction step, get the card draw. And if they don't block the Arcane, the Embodiment, I get the Embodiment, which means like Gloomveil get go again. Like Gloomveils get go again. So we are starting with Crackle here. Like, they shouldn't be trying to full block this, right? Is my guess. Like, I'm not sure why they would. Like, they should definitely be expecting that I'm creeping something out here. Okay, so yeah, they let the Arcane hit, which means like Gloomveils get go again, which is sweet. Alright, come on, opponent. Just say no blocks. Just say no blocks. Go ahead. Ooh! Yes, they said no blocks. Okay, cool. Sweet Tunic. Hang on. We can do some resolution step shenanigans here, can't we? No, we can't. Because, yeah, no. We need to play the Force of Nature before that. Cool. Cool. So unless they have double D react, okay, we get the card draw, and it's Tomb of Harvest, which is like kind of the worst card could have drawn. But so we just make a Runechant here, so the Gloomveils go up to 7. I mean, actually, just the fact there's a blue... Actually, yeah, it's not bad. It's a fine draw, because we get to make the Gloomveils go 7. Harder for them to block because the Force of Nature is still active, and we just have one floating at the end for Thorn anyway. So we're fine. We're fine. Creepers, man. What a freaking card. Like, the Tunic Creepers really, really saved us there. Also, the Crackle dealt the Arcane, so we are keeping this Creepers round, which is nice. Oh! Oh yeah, the fact that our opponent's playing like Snatches and Razors does mean they have a fair amount of like 2 blocks in the deck. This Scar for a Scar as well. They're just blocking 2? Steelbit Shunt? Oh, they're just letting me draw. Okay. Not a great draw, but let's hope the other Gloomveil draws us something good. You don't know how people only run Snapdragon version of Briar? Yeah, I mean, I just feel like Belittle Creepers is nuts. Like, it's just... Okay, yeah, look, yeah, opponent was stuck on a whole bunch of 2 blocks. That's sweet. Very good for us. I almost want to just send the CNC to get the CMH value. Although, I guess it depends how my opponent blocks. Okay, this time they are letting us draw. Cool. So then in that case, yeah, we just Thorn. And tempo is back on our side, but opponent doesn't have an arsenal. This CNC isn't great. Actually, I'm curious, why is CNC something I even want to bring into Dory? I almost wonder whether Exude would be better. I did bring in the cash-ins and the Sonata. Yeah, I feel like instead of CNC, maybe I'm supposed to bring Exude in. Cool. We arsenal this. And we drew into another CMH. Ooh, and we have cash-in. Okay. So we need cash-in to draw us a belittle target. And if it does, we pop off. Yeah. Yes, I'm gonna pay 1 gold. Oh god, we did not draw a belittle target! Ooh, okay. I mean, we have Gorg Tome. Opponent says, I'm dead. Maybe not, friend. Alright. Okay, hang on. Is there... Do we need the belittle... Do we need the minimism? Yeah, we do, because everything's so expensive. Okay, we just drew a minimism, which is fine. This is fine. Nobody... This is not very good. Okay, so we can just CMH... Belittle CNC? Then we don't Thorn... Like, okay, so we want to see... No, we want to CNC first, because we have the embodiment. So... Okay, I think I want to end the turn with Thorn, so I keep Creepers around. Hold the belittle. We probably can... use it next turn, right? It'd be really tragic if we can't use it. Okay, wait. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is pitch the CNC away to play this other CNC. So that Arsenal belittle and I don't have a freaking CNC. Yeah. So we go CNC for 9, into Thorn. Opponent probably can't deal 20. We end the turn with CMH up and belittle and Arsenal with Creepers up. That feels good to me. Wait, what? Oh, yeah. Oh, our opponent undid. I was like, why did I just draw 2 cards? Yeah, our opponent didn't mean to skip the defense, which is totally fine. CNC first lighting? Yes, yeah. For sure. It did eventually come to me. Lots of generic attacks in this Dory list. This all these cards feel like the OG Redline Briar, right? All the 0 cost go again stuff. Cool. So opponent takes that. We Thorn with the AB1. They can't stop us from keeping Creepers. Will I post something? Yes, I was supposed to post. Okay, remind me again after this game. I'll post both the Briar list I played and the Assassin list. Opponent lost 2 life from Thorn, which is sweet. Go ahead and Arsenal belittle. Honestly, pretty underwhelming cash-in turn. That was like a cash-in turn that was like set up. It was a cash-in into CMH into, alright, we're gonna set up belittle and Arsenal and have the CMH around. I mean, it really doesn't matter. We're probably fishing out the minimism anyway. Sweet. Okay, now this is gonna be a turn. Okay, this is gonna be very nuts. This is... Alright, belittle with a belittle target on a CMH turn. Yeah, just send everything my way, opponent. I probably should be doing some math about, like, playing this out, but I think we're fine. Welcome to Wraith Tribal so far, right? Except for the weapons, I guess. Everything else is very welcome to Wraith. I guess the boots. Okay, cool. Sometimes cash-in just breaks. Yeah, although I guess that wasn't too much of a break, right? That was fine. We are setting up. We still came at them with a 9 damage CNC and a 4 damage Thorn. And got to Arsenal belittle while having CMH up. So as far as... Usually, the turn where you set up CMH, your turn's really weak, right? But because of cash-in, we still actually got to set up CMH and send damage to our opponent. So that's really nice. I almost want to grab the red minimism here. Do I even need more resources? Because... I get the red Minnowism. I go Minnowism, get the embodiment, send a Snatch. Have one floating for Belittle and still one floating into Thorn. I don't even need to Creepers this turn. Who thought... I mean, look at this. Just look at this card. This was a 1 resource 6 damage go again. Yes, after this game, I don't wanna... Yeah, after this game, I'll post both links in the chat. Gosh, this is brutal. Yeah, I'm pretty sure our opponent's just dead here. Okay, Minnowism. Snatch for... I don't even know... Oh, wait, yeah. Yeah, we snatch. The Snatch doesn't get a Minnowism buff. But the Belittle will, and we still have a Thorn after that. Yeah, Belittle for 11. After everything we already did this turn. Yeah, so opponent's just dead here without even swinging Thorn. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, this... GG. Yeah, this Royal Briar list is nuts. Alright, let me send... I'll send both in the chat. Royal Briar. And... Assassin. Yeah, I mean, this is... It's a good list, I think. Let's look at this. The 2 blocks really hurt them for sure. Although, like, given that at the end there we are like 4 damage over. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, this, I mean, just these stats are just nuts, right? Like, look at this: 78 damage threatened over 6 turns. Royal Briar is gonna be a boogeyman of PQ meta. Is it Royal Briar or is it gonna be Dash? I actually think Dash. I mean, Pulse Wave Harpoon, right? Just like, Pulse Wave Harpoon. If the Dash also runs some CNCs, like, I really think Dash could disrupt what Briar wants to do while presenting a lot of damage on their end. So, my pick for Boogeyman of PQ format is actually Dash, but Royal Briar is also definitely something people need to be prepared for. Yeah, 70 damage over 6 turns, yeah, seems balanced. I mean, we did see 2 CMHs, which is obviously good, but we're also kind of, I mean, stuff like stuff like Snatch kind of like turbo draws us towards our combo cards, right? You think it might still be Fi? That's true, yeah, we can't discount Fi. Like, yeah. Although, I mean, with what I did here, this does feel... Like, I don't think 5 beats this, but it's weird, right? Like, I mean, Briar obviously probably needs to get slightly lucky to beat 5 consistently, but with this cash-in, with 3 cash-ins in the list, I do think this deck has become more consistent in a way that really helps us match up into 5. Once people start playing Smashing Good Time, the numbers aren't quite good enough anymore. Yeah, so this is why there's 3 Smashing Good Times in the sideboard for this list. Especially with Creepers. I think Smashing Good Time without Creepers is a lot weaker, but the fact that you can just, like, suddenly blow up the item is ginormous. The question is, what item does Dash even run? Oh, yeah, I mean, aren't they on Hanabi Blaster? Like, if Dash in the aggro matchup is probably on Hanabi Blaster, right? So, like, what item are we even destroying with a Smashing Good Time? Like, maybe they're running, like, Teklo Pounder. And then the... Like, we might get value there? Because they probably aren't doing Induction Chamber, right? I'm not sure. Why Burgeoning over Weavebirth? So the non-attack attack ratio is 30-30, because we do like to run Sonata. Dash's aggro matchup gets tough again. Yeah, that's true. Actually, yeah, once like a Fi starts a turn with a Smashing Good Time, that's actually... Well, no, yeah, it goes back to a question, like, what item are they blowing up that's so bad for the Dash, right? Like, unless they see the Smashing Good Time before the Teklo Pounder charges are all gone. I guess Teklo Core is also something they run enough of. I think Smashing Good Time definitely helps the matchup. I'm just not entirely sure whether it like solves it. Like whether it's like, okay, dash is like I don't think I can sit across a dash and I'm smashing the time in my deck and be like, okay, wait, I'm still favored. Like I'm favored because I have this card. I think maybe helps a bit, but I'm not sure how much it swings. Yeah, blowing a pounder would be pretty nuts. The consistency differences, yeah. That's true. Like, Fi is generally more consistent than Briar, which is, I think, why they have had the edge so far. But 3 cash-ins. I don't know, 3 cash-ins, like... I think they will see at least 1 cash-in before you kill them. In which case, they just get a pot of greed. And that is... It's pretty mental. Like we just saw it. The past 2 games, I just played 1 cash-in, and, like, the game just kind of just ended there. Yeah, probably Pounder on hit get 2 to 6 points of value. True, that's pretty big. Yeah, it's big. I'm just, I think like when if the Pounder only is like 1 charge on it, or they've already used their Pounder charges and you see a smashing good time. But I think that's gonna happen enough that I'm not entirely convinced that it's like okay, it helps the matchup. I think we can agree it helps the matchup. Just not sure whether it like makes it favored. Debit 2 resources for less than value, yeah. I mean, Techno Core is also a thing, right? I think especially like when you want to go wide with Pulse Wave Harpoon, like sometimes you don't draw all the 0-cost boosts, and you need like the Techno Core resources to like help pay for your throttle and your zipper hit, so that your Pulse Wave Harpoon gets you max value, and you just blow up the Techno Core. That can actually also do a lot. So yeah, it's nice. It's a good card. I think all aggro decks should be running this into the upcoming meta. Flashing comes 0 for 5 and a non-attack. That's very true. Okay, this thing's... Oh. Can I scroll down to see this? Okay. This is weird. Yeah, see, like, I'm hovering over it, but when I scroll down, it stops hovering. It doesn't let me scroll anymore. I was gonna open it. Oh my god. Okay, we are doing this. Yeah. So, I almost wonder, like, don't dashes actually also start running this as well for the mirror? I guess I don't know what Dash's plan into the mirror is. They probably aren't doing mass full-out boost, right? Because if the other dash is on, like, a pistol game plan, I think the boost dash gets fatigued, maybe? Not sure. I see. Okay, yeah. Shamir, I get what you're saying. Yeah, like smashing good time helps in the dash meta, like helps against dash, but like what the hell helps against this cash in Briar, right? Like, what are you doing? Honestly, Channel Bleak Expanse. I really want to play Channel Bleak Expanse. I've tried like very hard. I think the only time it was relevant was when everyone was on Belittle. Like the Briars and the Viscerais were all on Belittle. I was like, I have Channel Bleak Expanse in my list, and I'm really happy about it. But if Royal Briar becomes like massive meta, 3 Channel Bleak Expanse, bring it in. Your Belittles, your cash-ins, all just nullified. I'm looking forward to Channel Bleak Expanse being more relevant. This version of Briar is better into Iceland as well. I think for sure, like Belittle and Creepers both make the Icelander matchup a lot better. One thing though is you are locked into trying to aggro them down because you give up too much AB. Like you need Tunic, you need Creepers, you need your Royal Crown. At most, you have AB1, which means you are locked into just racing them, and you are definitely better to race them. But it's like, if things don't line up properly, you will kind of just... Like, you have no backup plan, whereas the AB3 Briar can sort of hybrid. It's like worse at both, but it kind of has a backup plan, whereas this one doesn't. 0 for 3 being the floor is okay, and then 0 for 9 when you hit Pounder is game winning. That's true. I mean... It's basically like Briars play Nimblism, and we play Minnowism. So it's like without the item hit, it's just those, which are cards we're definitely happy to play anyway. So yeah, dash in the mirror is usually pistol, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. Otherwise yeah. CB seems good now. Yes, yes. I really like the card. I think, yeah, the calling in Singapore, I did manage to get a bit of value out of it. Because, yeah, that was, like, the Belittle meta, right? I remember CB, I remember using CB on, like, a Viscerais Gorganium Tome. I think I also hit a belittle. Might have been against a... I played a Dory. I don't remember if I... No, I don't think I brought CB against Dory. Because it really only hits Singing Steelblade, and it's probably not good enough. But, yeah, CBE into, like, belittle cash-in feels kind of nuts. Of course, now that we've gone up on Aether Ice Veins, like, you know, now everyone's also running, like, 3 yellows. Like, CB obviously makes it so you can't Ice Vein. We might need to try and find something else. Like, cut the yellow Ice Veins to something else. I mean, I've always been a fan of CNC. So we definitely run that, especially if they aren't on Crown of Providence. And we probably need to find something else to replace yellow Ice Veins if we are going up to 3 CBEs. Because you don't want to CBE and then be like, I'm going to Ice Vein you on my turn with no fuse. CBE is Channel Bleak Expanse. There we go. So, can't draw cards, can't reveal cards as search decks from effects. So, you know, it stops like everything that this Briar deck wants to do. Like, you can't belittle for minimalism for extra resources, or just for 0 for 3. You can't cash in. You can't, like, just, like literally, like, let's look at this list, right? Like, this 6 belittles, useless. Bramble Spark, it's rare that you get to hit Bramble Spark, so I'm not going to count that, because usually they start their turn on Bramble Spark. Oh, wait, no, yeah, usually they start their turn on Bramble Spark, so then, you know, you probably don't CB in response to Embodiment, usually, so... You're gonna stop the 6 belittles. You're gonna stop Force and H's. You're gonna stop the 6 snatches. You're gonna stop Sonatas. It's... Yeah, and you're gonna stop the cash-ins, right? So it's quite nuts into this Briar. Like, just turning the Snatch into a card you don't need to full block is already, like, really good. Throwing the belittles and cash-ins, and you're just like, you are just... Yeah. Yeah, hitting belittle is really like a drug. It's like, I mean, yeah, belittle is, we talk about how insane it is. It's either it's a gem that pitches for 2 and deals 3, or it's a 1 for 6. But CBE says, no, you are 1 for 3 or 1 for 2, which is just, it's so much worse. Yeah, stops Gorgtome as well, so... Stops Sonata. Yeah, there's one time I was against a Briar, they like pitched 2 into Sonata and I went CBE, and that's just... That's backbreaking, right? That's just, I mean, that's like, they just discarded 2. Like, my CBE said you discard 2 cards, like reverse pot agreed. I've yet to hit a Tomb of Harvest with CBE, and I can't wait for that day. Especially if now we're going back up to 3 CBEs, if this deck becomes really popular. I really want to hit Tomb of Harvest with a CBE, because that is just discard 3. And that is, like, I don't think you come back from that. Yeah, you do hit Sonata. Think of a better name. Cool. I think I will call it here. We played 5 games today. The Assassin games were very, very middling. I guess the first one into the Phi was interesting. I think we had a real shot if I didn't misplay. The other 2 games felt very, very rough. And then the 2 Royal Briar games were kind of bloodbathy, right? I guess the Viscera game became kind of close, but the second one was an absolute bloodbath. So, thanks everyone for hanging out. This was really fun, and yeah, I'll see you all next time.